Looking at a cat, all bundled up in that gorgeous thick fur coat, it's easy to think, they're built for this. We assume that because they have fur, they're invincible. We keep them indoors, turn up the heat, and believe they're perfectly safe. But what if some of these common beliefs, these very acts of love, are actually putting your cat's life at risk? What if the comfort you're providing is hiding a silent, deadly struggle? Today, we're exposing the 5 biggest winter lies that even the most loving cat owners believe. The truth could be the only thing standing between a cozy winter and a devastating tragedy. Let's get into it. Lie number 1. My cat's fur is a perfect winter coat. The biggest and most dangerous lie is that a cat's fur is all the protection they need. Yes, their coats get thicker in winter, and they can puff up their fur to trap heat. But that protection has a breaking point. Here is the cold, hard truth. Fur provides almost no defense against a biting winter wind. And the moment that coat gets wet from snow or freezing rain, its insulating power collapses. A wet cat in freezing conditions isn't uncomfortable. It's an emergency. For kittens, seniors, or short-haired breeds like Sphinx or Devon Rex, the danger starts much sooner. Once it hits freezing, any cat left outside without proper shelter is at risk of frostbite on their ears, tail, and paw pads. This isn't just chilly, it's agonizing and causes permanent tissue damage. The fix: if it's too cold for you to sit on the porch in a light jacket, it's too cold for your cat. Keep them inside. Lie number 2. A little shivering is harmless. Have you ever seen your cat shiver and thought, "Oh, they're a little chilly"? This is a critical misunderstanding. Shivering is not a minor inconvenience. It is the first clinical sign of hypothermia. It's an involuntary, frantic attempt by their body to generate heat as their core temperature drops. As hypothermia progresses, look for these signs: weakness or lethargy, cold ears and paws, pale or bluish gums, and here is the terrifying part. In advanced stages, the shivering might stop. This doesn't mean they're warming up. It means their body has run out of energy and is beginning to shut down. The fix: if your cat is shivering, don't just toss a blanket on them. Gently warm them up and call a vet. Never use a hairdryer or a human heating pad directly on their skin. You can cause severe burns or send them into heat shock. Lie number 3. My indoor cat is totally safe. You've done the right thing by keeping your cat indoors, so they're completely safe from winter, right? Not entirely. Believing your home is an impenetrable fortress is a myth that creates its own set of hidden problems. The first danger is the desert effect. Central heating fills your home with warm, dry air. You might notice your own skin getting dry, but for a cat, it's worse. This dry air pulls moisture from their bodies. Since cats naturally have a very low thirst drive, they won't always drink enough to compensate. This turns winter into a season of quiet dehydration. The fix: make sure fresh water is always available. A cat water fountain is a game changer here. The sound of moving water triggers their instinct to drink. Also, consider running a humidifier in the room where your cat sleeps to keep their skin and respiratory system hydrated. But dehydration isn't the only indoor winter threat. The second hidden risk is the cold zone. Basic physics tells us that heat rises. This means the floor, where your cat spends nearly all of their time, is often the coldest part of the house. Pro tip: this is especially critical if you have a senior cat. Cold floors and constant drafts can aggravate arthritis, turning a minor ache into significant joint pain. If you notice your older cat moving more stiffly or hesitating to jump during winter, the temperature of your floors is likely the culprit. The solutions: 1. The thermostat. Try to keep your home between 69 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. If you lower the heat at night or while you're at work, avoid letting it dip below 60 degrees, 16 degrees Celsius. 2. Create a microclimate. You don't need fancy tech. An elevated bed, a cat cave, or even a simple cardboard box lined with a fleece blanket creates a pocket of warmth. These small spaces trap the cat's own body heat, which is naturally higher than ours, and act as an insulated sanctuary away from the cold floor. If this information is hitting home for you, please hit that subscribe button. Sharing this video could literally save a life this winter by helping another cat owner spot these hidden dangers. Now let's talk about the biggest mistake people make with outdoor shelters. Lie number 4. Any outdoor shelter is better than nothing. For those caring for community cats, your heart is in the right place, but the wrong shelter can be a death trap. The classic mistake? Putting old blankets or towels inside a cat house. It feels soft, but fabric absorbs moisture. If a cat enters with snowy paws, that blanket becomes a damp, freezing mat that leaches heat away from their body. It becomes a refrigerator, not a heater. The fix: use straw, not hay. Straw is a hollow-stemmed insulator that repels moisture and allows cats to burrow. Pro tip: line the inner walls with mylar space blankets to reflect their body heat back at them and ensure the entrance is small and faces away from the wind. Lie number 5. Antifreeze is the only chemical danger. We all know antifreeze is deadly. Even very small amounts can cause fatal kidney failure. But the silent winter threat is actually rock salt. When your cat walks on treated sidewalks, those de-icing crystals can cause chemical burns on their paw pads. Their first instinct: to lick them clean. This leads to salt toxicity, which causes vomiting, seizures, and even death. The fix: 1. Use pet-safe ice melts on your own property. 2. If your cat goes out, wipe their paws with a warm, damp cloth the moment they come inside. And finally, the engine lure. A recently parked car engine is a magnet for a freezing cat. Always, and I mean always, bang loudly on your car's hood or honk the horn before starting your engine. This 2-second habit saves countless lives every winter. Winter may appear peaceful, but many of its dangers are hidden behind what feels like common sense. Exposing these 5 lies transforms a well-meaning owner into a truly informed, proactive guardian. Every cat depends on knowledge just as much as love to stay safe in the cold. Which of these facts was the most unexpected? Join the discussion in the comments section below. Stay vigilant, stay warm, and ensure your cat gets an extra snuggle in their safe, cozy bed tonight. Thanks for watching, cat lovers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow feline fans. Tell us your favorite moment in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And before you go, check out the next perfect video right here on Whisker Wonders, where every cat story comes to life.